You all got your outside?
Mm-hmm.
You my family?
Yeah, it's a camera right there.
You good?
Good to go. Sounds good. Let's go.
All right, well, shalom, shalom. Yep, there it is. Let me turn it down. Shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. You know, salutations to all our fellow laborers, to the 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, among the heathen, the Israelite foreigners, all right, and to those few Akwaf that are listening and learning. All right, we just go jump right into this thing. Somebody get hold Isaiah 34 and 8, and then Amos 7 and 17.
I got Isaiah.
All right, and roll that clip, because we got a clip here that we're gonna play. And basically, it's a clip of Benjamin Netanyahu, not a J-O-O, all right, saying that the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, are Amalek when he himself is Amalek. You talking about the kettle calling the pot black, you know? He right, but well, it was just used as an analogy. But nevertheless, you know, this is it made me laugh and then it made me angry at the same time. But we were glad to hear it because it just makes vocab look foolish, because the J-O-O's, the rabbis, are clearly letting you know that Amalek is still here, the Edomites are still here. You know, there's a video, maybe we will use a portion of my clip, but there's a video that was circulating on TikTok that I imagine they're gonna eventually strike my video. They're gonna knock it down too. But basically, it's a compilation. It's a compilation of about 25 different rabbis pointing out the fact that that Christianity, Western Christianity in America and in Europe, are Esau or Esav, as they would say. They're all descendants of the Romans. That the Romans were Edomites. It's heavy shit. They're descendants of the Romans, and that they're Edom, and that modern day Christianity and Western Christianity is basically Edom, and that is absolutely true. Only problem is for them is that they're Edom too.
That's right.
All right, so somebody also could hold that Mark 3,
25,
23 through like 26 or something like that.
got it.
All right, but go ahead and bring those scriptures out. But first, play the clip, then we'll bring the scriptures out. So
Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible, and we do remember, and we are fighting our brave troops and combatants who are now in Gaza or around Gaza and in all other regions in Israel are joining this chain of Jewish heroes, a chain that has started 3,000 years ago from Joshua ben Nun until the heroes of 1948, the Six-Day War, the 73 October War, and all other wars in this country. Our hero troops, they have one supreme main goal: to completely defeat the murderous enemy and to guarantee our existence in this country. We've always said, never again. Never again is now. You must remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible, and we.
What Amalek has done to you, and so I'm like, then he mentioned the 6-day war. Where is that in prophecy? Where are all these wars after Israel go home in prophecy?
The scriptures
Let
say-
those scriptures ride. Let's do it.
Because it's contrary to what the scriptures say.
This is Isaiah chapter 34 and 8. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion."
Right, the controversy. Somebody looked that up. If you wouldn't get in a blue letter, but get it in Etamon. I'm just curious. All right, and then and you know, and somebody get it in the NLT too. I'm curious to what it says.
For the
All
word
right, and why he's getting it? Why they getting that? Bring up the next scripture, and then Amos. Who's ever got it? 7:17.
Amos chapter 7 verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
So, and that's a curse that fell upon Israel, and that's definitely true among our women. Go ahead.
And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Yep. Then a bunch of them get shot up at a Halloween party last night.
Yep.
All right.
Today.
Okay. Or today. Go ahead.
And thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land.
And in America is so polluted. The Western society in itself is so polluted, most disease filled. The water's not clean, the food's not clean, the air's not clean. It's a little bit cleaner in Europe than it is here, but and then our land is divided between Amalek, and Ishmael, and now you got Amalek over there calling Ishmael Amalek.
That's just madness.
It's complete and total madness.
If you go into the scriptures and you go into all the precepts, you can just put Ishmael into the scriptures and look at all the scriptures that come up and pop up because you see Ishmael. You can put Amalek in the scriptures. You can see all the scriptures that refer to Amalek. They will give you clues of who's who in this day. And I guarantee you Ishmael will show himself to be the Arabs. Because first of all, you can go into the Arab community and ask them their heritage. Just like you go to
They walk up
the
to us.
Kushites. You go to Kushites and say, you can go to somebody from Ethiopia and say, aren't you all from Kush? And they'll say yes. You can go to an Iranian and say, well, you all used to be called the Persians, but you all used to be called Elam. And they'll say yes. Matter of fact, you can go pull up their encyclopedias and they'll tell you in their own stuff who they are. We've done lessons on that.
That's basically what those rabbis would do. In that video, they brought out the different Judaica dictionaries and almanacs, and they were pretty much telling you it wasn't until the 1800s where they began calling themselves JOOs in the first place. Prior to that, they were pretty much admitting that they were converts. They weren't. But then all of a sudden, in the early 1800s, they started actually saying that they were the actual bloodline. All right.
I got it in the NLT.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 34:8 in the NLT, the New Living Translation. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel."
Ooh,
Man, that's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that version. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel. The streams of Edom will be filled with burning pitch, and the ground will be covered with fire. This judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of its burning will rise forever. The land will lie deserted from generation to generation. No one will live there anymore."
That was the Jake's DDT.
You're right.
That's a dog.
Good right there.
I mean, but it lets you know that this is it, right? This is the truth, right? What else they would have called for? I got something too, but I want to.
They would have called for the word controversy and the Edamon and the dictionary.
yeah.
Let's get those.
I got the Edamon.
All right.
This is controversy. It says disputation, debate, prolonged agitation of of contrary opinions.
See, did not the Lord said that the Most High said Israel and Amalek was going to war from generation to generation?
Yeah, and did not that one council member, that female, in Israel, over in the land of Israel, they're over there fighting Amalek, they're over there fighting Hezbollah, and they're fighting Hamas.
What's the main
But what
problem?
she said that the main problem is Israel were young black Americans in America. And then I'm what the? It's like, how the fuck? Wait a minute. You got people cutting through your fence, cutting off babies' heads and shooting people down. So you say. All right,
But your major problem
But your major problem is young black men
in the hood.
in America who aren't physically doing a goddamn thing to
Ain't
you.
even thinking about you wishes.
All right, so that's it. But you know why? Because they know that the people that they labeled as black, all right, that they labeled as black are the true tribe of Judah. That's the problem.
And they're waking
And they
up.
know that the world knows they've lost control of the narrative. So the demonization, Esau got two things left at this point. He's got the accusatory category, people in categories that he can control the narrative, and that's going to fail according to prophecy eventually. So we're gonna have to rough it out. We're gonna be accused, all right, And then after that, they come with the sword. And the first time they spill the blood of the Lord's anointed, the standard's gonna get lifted up. So we say, let's go.
That's
Bring
right.
the fuck on.
Yeah.
You talking all that shit, all right? Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, is over there running his mouth. Go ahead and do what y'all gonna do, man. All right, keep them.
Yeah, he mad. They mad because we waking up, man.
That's right.
That's
And
all
he
that
knows-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, the heathen are waking up to it.
And then they said, just black men, they know we ain't no black.
They know that.
Yeah.
That's them trying to control the narrative. As a matter of fact, that word black just shalom, beloved. The word black is a replacement word. We were referred to as swarthy,
Right.
but they purposely removed swarthy because swarthy denoted your complexion. All right, when black denotes evil, bad, dirty, unclean, all these other things.
Right.
All right, which is why no one wants to be black. All right, but they replaced in literature the word swarthy with black, because swarthy and tawny were the name terms that were used to describe the Israelites and most of the people in the world for that matter, because everyone in the world for the most part is swarthy and tawny and different shades thereof in between. Esau is the only one that's pale red, and they're the only clean lepers walking around.
Right.
Right, because according to the Bible, that's leprosy. But let's keep it going.
Is there more now?
I mean, God said that, so I had to.
I'll go to the dictionary just right quick. Controversy, a dispute, especially a public one, between two sides holding opposing views.
So they're claiming to be us when the prophecies show that they're Amalek and Edom, and their own. And so because you got white Christians, the KKK militia type ones, point fingers at the matter of fact, right? What's his name? The dude Charles Weisman that made Who's Esau Edom, Arthur Koestler and a bunch of whole other different. What was his name? Tex Mars, or the dude that died. What was his name?
He wrote the book about the Masons and stuff.
I'm just trying to think of his name right now.
I know his name Cooper, the one with the white hair.
Oh no, not Michael Cooper.
Oh, okay.
But nevertheless, you got different Edomite factions pointing out the fact, especially them KKK type guys, that they call them Ashkenazi Jews, and they call them but they say that they're Edom.
What book are you talking about? Because Tex Mars is out there.
I know, but I don't know if he was he was the one that was always pointing out the fact that the Amalek is not the real people of the Lord. There was a guy that passed away, and I think he was from Tex. It could have been
Because
Tex.
Tex Mars made Holy Serpent of the Jews.
Yeah, okay, maybe it was him. All right.
DNA science.
He was another one that was clearly pointing out that these people aren't the people of the Lord. But then they would try to use science to say that they weren't Hebrews at all, and that's a lie, because the people in the land of Israel today, they are Hebrews, but they're the Hebrew Edomites.
Right.
They're Jacob's brother, Benjamin H. But he was one of them. I'm talking about like other Edomites.
He wrote DNA science and the Jewish bloodline. Tex Mars wrote that.
Okay, so Tex Mars was a big advocate. He's one of them Edomites that didn't care for them. And a lot of those KKK type, white power types, they're very aware of that, and they accuse them of being Edom. And now you got the Jewish rabbis accusing white Christians of being Edom, and we just sit back laughing at them because they're both Edom.
Remember them white guys in the white polos with the khaki saying Jews will not replace us? These are the same people that are backing up Israel right now. Why? Because they know who's referring themselves as the true Jews in America, man. Jake forgets that. You remember them Charleston protests?
Yeah, I remember
Jews
that.
That wasn't talking about. They don't have an issue with them because the actual KKK, like you said, they hate them because they know they're the problem and the cause of conflict. That they're basically money, money.
They control the money and left them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. They left the rest of the white race out and placed themselves above them. All right.
He that will be evil to himself and to whom any good. That's not only his own person, that's all your bloodline. So you sit there, you got Edomites on Skid Row, you got Edomites in trailer parks, but you top Edomites are
living good.
I mean, you own
gated communities.
You own the cities.
I mean, I just what was that show? I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a couple episodes here and there with what's his name? The dude who played the mailman. Frank Nitti, that movie, the
Shit.
you know,
Damn.
the
Kevin
mountain-
Costner?
Kevin Costner, right, with the cowboy thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That,
Okay.
that show out when they own all that land out in Montana, Colorado.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
There you go.
All right, there you go.
I gotta watch that.
You know, Yellowstone is heavy, man. It goes hard. I'm actually gotta like really just like go ahead and get into it because I watched a couple of episodes from different seasons. And I was like, damn, this shit is actually pretty good. But it just goes to show you how Esau stole and took all the land from Gad because Gad's all up in Yellowstone and they're feuding with the white people over
Right.
the land and shit like that. You know, but it just goes to show you that you know, there's a problem between Edomites, you know, with white Christians and Amalek. They're actually in conflict with one another, and it's beautiful to see. All right.
They showed that in the Killers of the Flower Moon too. How the other Edomites, they were having to work hard, and then they was like, well, I earned mine, basically saying that they were intermarrying and basically taking it from Gad. That's how you got yours. You did some sneak shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with the royal family.
Yeah.
You know, Charlotte was the last family member of the Stuart bloodline, King James bloodline, and then she married an Edomite man, and then his family, all those Edomites. Well, to this day now they call themselves royals when they're not. Hey, Shalom, mighty man. Get over here. Come here.
No, go check them out. We don't know that.
We don't know him.
That's crazy.
Get over here.
And now,
Hey, sir, brother.
on Salaka, the Elder Aria pointed out that King George III was a fake. I remember that video. It was with Queen Victoria. She didn't want to marry an Edomite, and it ended the
So it was Victoria.
It was Queen Victoria.
It wasn't Charlotte.
It wasn't
Okay.
Charlotte.
Come.
Yeah, the Elder Aria. There's an old video. I looked at Elder Aria.
You want to do this?
This is Micah 4:3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations far off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn in war anymore. This is a prophecy that matches the prophecy in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, of when the Lord established the kingdom. All nations supposed to flow to Israel to learn the law, statute, commandments from it. First of all, nobody's all flowing to Israel. You just said in that one video, not a Jew, that that you know all the 6 Day War, the 1948 with this war, that war, whatever the fucking wars. Oh, you said the one of the most high says of the kingdom. Everybody's supposed to be having pruning hooks and not learning war anymore. How is everybody picking sides right now?
With you
16
when y'all in
is
charge.
popping with the Arabs and the dragons of Arabia starting to remember themselves. The Carmanians joining and getting in league with them. When you look at the prophecies, it's telling a whole different story than what you saying.
They coloring all outside the lines, man. What it's an air ball, man. They didn't even hit the fucking rim, man. It's nowhere near close.
Facts, because I'm glad you said that. This is Deuteronomy 33 and 28. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. No. Let me go up. Deuteronomy 33, 27. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath thee are the everlasting arms.
Right.
He shall thrust out the enemy from before thee,
Who's
and
going
shall
to
destroy them, the Lord. But that's fine. He said the saints take the kingdom. So he gonna use his people. So that part is fine. The thing is, they ain't thrust them out. They didn't destroy him. They still over there fighting.
We're next though. They right there still in the lane.
Yeah, fuck. He said they won with Amalek still. Well, that ain't what the scriptures say right here.
That's right.
Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine.
Oh, but
Also his heaven shall drop land of corn and wine.
But they got greenhouses out there, up on top of greenhouses out there.
Irrigation systems to water their crops. This is best of the land over there. Also, his heaven shall drop down dew, and that's the point. They gotta you gotta water your own shit over there. The Lord says it's gonna drop dew from heavens, man. Enough dew so we can have a land of corn and wine, plenteous crops. All right, plenteous cattle. We all over there. Yeah, y'all fucked up over there, man.
So they striking out.
Yeah.
They swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Next player.
Where's your
Swing and a miss.
Man,
They're striking out left and right, man.
Oh, for a million.
Using no angels to defend them.
Exactly.
Real people on the boat.
They,
Iron Dome.
yeah. Yep, this Obadiah 1, and I'm gonna start at 17. I'm gonna start up 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. So when Israel get back in power, and we get our land back, all the heathens are going down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Period.
That's right.
Fred, you have drunk upon. So Esau was gonna get the worst of it. Because this Obadiah is the prophecy of Edom's destruction.
That's right.
Esau get the worst, but all the heathens goes down. What the scripture say? He shall wound the head of the wicked, Selah.
Yep.
So all the heathens fall when the statue hits the feet. Edom is the feet. All the nations fall after that.
And those rabbis pointed that out.
Mm.
That they said that America is Esau Edom, that the Christianity is Esau
Right.
Edom, the Europeans are Esau Edom, and we're at the bottom of the statue. And then
Yeah.
this is the end. The rabbi said that.
So, but they don't realize y'all are proving that
So
y'all
what's
are
up, little
Israelites.
You know, the rabbis acknowledging that Esau. One of the rabbis even said that the Lord is coming back. Isaiah 63 to destroy Amalek, to destroy Esau.
So how y'all in the land already? You didn't realize you cut yourself.
Exactly.
Fucking goofies.
That's right.
Fred, you have drunk upon my holy mountain. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down. And they shall be as though they had not been. You're going to be beaten with a rod of iron, man, broken into pieces.
Calm.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. And there shall be holiness. So not no pink city.
That's right, brother.
All right. Not no mosque, big ass mosque built
Right next.
right next to it, right next to the temple. That ain't gonna happen.
That's right, brother.
The Lord said He coming. He gonna destroy the idols of the heathens, man. It's gonna be a visitation upon the idols, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So we're gonna own not just you heathens, we're gonna own your shit.
That's right.
Your land is gonna belong to us after 1,000 years of slavery. We're gonna, of course, because we're a righteous people. We're gonna give your land back. We're gonna get our cut off top. We're gonna love to bring up gifts, bring up foreigners. When I say foreign, I'm talking about King Solomon. We had the Egyptian horses coming in, man. He even put the price of each one. Yeah, man, we're gonna get that regalia back, man. All right, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Well, Israel get the land back. Esau, you're going to be toasted, man.
That's right.
And
Because one of them read Obadiah. So he was cutting himself. He's reading Obadiah. This rabbi is reading Obadiah, condemning white Christians, but excluding himself.
Nah, man, you with him.
That's right.
Satan casting out
And
Satan.
I sent you the video and go to the I sent you the
Okay, come on.
mine.
Fast forward to that.
Right to the part is you go to right about the 4-minute mark, and you can play a few minutes.
You ever seen that meme with all the Spider-Mans? They all pointing at each other.
That's what the brother was doing.
I
You're Spider-Man.
I never even fucking knew that, bro. I didn't even know that, bro. That's the spirit then, man.
That shit crazy.
It was a lot.
But see, it's only fooling the wicked. Because if you read these scriptures, it's no enchantment against the righteous. We can see right through your shit.
I pulled a picture.
Oh, the Spider-Man.
There's an picture. That's
the spirit. You didn't make this shit
Not that one. That's another video right
Yeah, that's what the another one. It's right about that. That picture.
No, it's him. No, it's you.
You're the Edomites.
You're the Edomite.
You're Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man. Look, y'all all Spider-Man. A bunch of Peter Parkers, man.
Right. They got all the quality. Well, the I don't want to say qualities, but all the whatever characteristics. You know what I'm saying? They can do the web. They can swing around and all that. You can be wicked. All that.
Niggas fit the description like a motherfucker.
Spider-Verse.
Right.
Edomite verse. Motherfucking Miles Morales, man. That's another case is Miles Morales. Hey, this is Obadiah 1. And back in 18, the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh have spoken it. So when we get the land back, we don't have to worry about Edomites, man. You're gonna serve your punishment, of course, but after that, you're gonna be totally total, man. Won't be anymore.
Con.
And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they have the, so our land's gonna be bigger. You in the corner in your what you said is your land, right? Of course it's not. But you're in the corner, what you saying is yours. When the scriptures say when the Israel get there, and we're gonna have all our shit and then some.
And then he also said that all these nations who oppressed us are going to be subjects.
Right.
So right now you're supposed to be in Israel in safety alone.
Yeah, most of West Asia,
Mhm.
all of Saudi Arabia and Yemen and all those, we're gonna have all of that, man.
Yeah.
Jordan, all of that.
And the book of Joshua.
That's right. And your maps is to fuck off, because if you look at the real maps, Israel is way bigger than what it is on these modern day maps anymore.
And if I may say, when the true Israelites are in the land of Israel, back in the land of Israel, and governing the whole world, well, the scripture says every knee shall bow to Yahweh Shai, and every tongue shall confess Yahweh Shai. There will be no different
God.
laws and systems of rules and regulations in different geographical locations
Doing
on
their
earth.
own thing.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me
Mm-hmm.
that we won't have our own ADL and UC whatever
Right.
to defend our names?
Ain't gonna need it.
To you, they're talking bad about us.
Yeah, see, it's gonna be those who those are in the land that are the true Israelites. When they get back to that land, they're gonna have spiritual power. So there is going to be no one to talk against them, come against them. They're setting up different camps, you know what I'm saying, to say that they are the true Israelites. You know, none of these things are going to happen. And again, all will know who Yahweh Shai is.
And the law shall go forth from Zion.
Real quick. It says the dog shall not move his tongue against Israelites.
Yeah.
So that's what Yah is going into. Not even the animals is going to think. An animal won't even think to do something wrong. A dog won't even nip at your hand. All right. This Isaiah 60:12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So whatever nation won't serve the Israelites is going to be wasted, man. Point blank. Period.
If I can land back on you, this is
It
Psalms.
says, hey, Slacker, one more quick point. Slacker, right? I'm hot, bro. I'm hot. Hey, what does it say? What is that? I believe it's in Zechariah. It says, whatever nation won't come up. All right. Yeah, you won't have no rain on your land. You're going to get cursed.
Yep.
All right. Right here it says, you don't serve much, you're going to be destroyed. Ain't going to be no, look, a dog won't move his tongue, man.
It's not an option.
Ain't going to be talking about no the tribe of Judah and the kings.
That's it.
We ain't going to be able to call you a Jewish rat, because we'll call you a Jewish rat to your fucking face. You won't even think that shit in the kingdom about us, man.
Right.
This is real quick. This is Psalms 18. This is Psalms 18. I'm looking for the one. They said as soon as they hear you, they gonna. Here you go. So, I'm gonna go straight to all this is good. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Matter of fact, 43. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people. Y'all still dealing with the strivings of the people. And thou hast made me the head of the heathen. Yeah, the head, but you still got problems. You got
Everybody's
problems.
coming against you.
Everybody's coming.
Basically, everyone's ratting you out and telling you secrets.
Mhm.
Because if you notice, the Russian media and Elam's media that's coming out of India,
Mhm.
India keeps referring to Western Asia. They're not saying Middle East.
Beautiful.
In their broadcast, they refer to it as Western Asia.
Beautiful.
You see, that's another narrative controlling thing. They created this fabrication of the Middle East. There's no such thing as the fucking Middle East.
That's right.
All right, that, you know, and the reason they call that because you have the East India Trading Company, all right, the British company, and from Britain on land, the halfway point to India was the land of Israel, or that region. So that's where they came up. It was Middle East from Britain, but there is no. It was midway going eastward from Britain. So that's where they came up with that bullshit. And so that's really a cut on them, because if you start watching, what's the chick? I can't think of her name. But it's two different Elamite broadcasts that come on YouTube all the time, and they're constantly referring to that area as Western Asia, and so is RT. They keep referring to it as Western Asia.
Right.
Same way that Putin put up all those images of all the dark icons every time he's at the church.
That's right.
So that's all been shooting shots. And so everybody's shooting pot shots,
Mhm.
subtly,
Mhm.
but outwardly at these imposters.
Verse 44. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
Mm.
Why you got beef with all the nations right now? All right? Why you can't control niggas in your own backyard?
Why you running from you got people with visas leaving the land of Israel to go back to the lands they came from because they don't feel safe in Israel?
Come on, man.
You're not matching up the prophecy.
Yeah,
He
that's
got one,
about
and
it.
you bring yours out. And I think St. Benji was still.
That's definitely gonna increase too.
God, this is Zechariah 9:6. It says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So,
So, go ahead, brother.
no, just like Yaki had mentioned, because Israel's not there, they're not dwelling in safe alone. They're basically subject to get attacked.
But the Messiah just said whoever's there before he sets up the final kingdom, because he says the long home. All right, that's how he refers to Israel. He says, well, he calls it a long home. The land, once we get there, we ain't gonna never get out of there. How he said a bastard right before that gets set up is a bastard there. All right, and then wasn't in Joel 2 what he also said he cusses out. Read that again. I think it's that same verse. Go ahead.
It says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
If a Palestine, right? That's that same verse. He cusses out the Amalekites is there right now. The bastard that he says right now that's in Ashdod at this very same moment, and the Philistines, modern day Philistines, which are Palestinians, because the word Palestine it goes to the word Philistine. It's the same word, and the modern day Arabs took on the identity of the ancient Philistines, which is some African, the Kembe Mutombo looking at them.
Right.
All right, and the Lord said right here in this prophecy, He's getting both y'all asses.
Yep.
With immortality. Shit.
I was on something.
This is Amos 1. I'm gonna start at 8. And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon, and I will turn my hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, saith Lord Power. Okay,
And that's why it says, rejoice not thou, O Palestina,
right.
for the rod of him that smote thee. Okay. It talks about how that fiery flying serpent is coming, man. So don't rejoice when you see Amalek going down because the missiles is coming next, man. Because the Lord finna cleanse that land of all you motherfucking heathens, man. All y'all, everybody gotta go.
Let me finish this in verse 9.
Where you at? Amos 1 and 9?
Amos 1 and 9.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant.
Yeah, then Esau, see the same people that are claiming to be victims right now are the same people that bought all the slave ships, man.
Right.
and that's common fucking knowledge, man. It's just not mainstream.
Well, it's just that they refer to not put it into the books that the youth are taught when they taught history. Especially when they taught history about the slave trade.
They
want to make sure that their name is left out. I got a book at home by this author named Gantz, who is, a JOO, and was talking to his JOO grandmother, who was alive during the time of Al Capone, and all in that time, basically, a lot of the gangsters in Chicago were JOOs,
Right.
including Al Capone's lieutenant.
Right.
His lieutenant and his lawyer were both a part of his clique, and they were JOOs. And so they were referred to JOO gangsters once upon a time. Right. So you had the Italian mafia, the Italian gangsters, the Irish gangsters, and the JOO gangsters, and they were all, and basically, the JOOs, they got control over the media, and they insisted that the JOO be removed from it and just say gangsters. So now when people hear gangsters, they automatically think Al Capone. All right, and the chances are that Al Capone actually might have been a JOO himself. Just because he was from Italy don't mean he was an Italian. You know, you got to remember, you got a lot of Italian JWO.
Cristobal Colon.
So
Right.
exactly.
Cristobal Colon.
So I'm, you know, just saying.
Yeah, the devil's in the details like a motherfucker, man. You know, and what they got a saying too, all wars are beggars' wars, man. You know, you had this guy he was interviewing one of the small hats. Oh, he was talking to one of the small hats, and he basically was saying, how come all these names are behind everything, every agenda that's getting pushed right now, whether it be the LGBT, whether it be or the whole porn industry, the whole porno industry, everything
Pornhub is owned by a rabbi.
Everything filthy.
Yeah, a porn hub
Yeah.
is owned by a rabbi.
Everything filthy and nasty and disgusting. And everything subverting, everything that subverts families or everything that subverts anything that's righteous is being pushed out by these small hats, man. And everybody's seeing that, man. They're all seeing that all the root of the problem is linked to it, man.
Isaiah 47:1.
You know?
Okay. Verse. Okay. Edom. I'm picking up in 9. Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. 10 verse. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
So, Pops, since you read that, right? When did the so-called Jews ever get pursued with the sword? To that extent, where the Lord had to judge the Jewish the other nation.
The issues?
And they can't even say
the JOO.
They can't say the hologram. They can't say the hologram because that wasn't it. The only nation that's been pursued with the sword to the ends of the earth is the actual Israelites, which is us.
Hey, and the nigga supposedly they blame the hologram on. He was a small hat, and there was small hats on his cabinet.
And they financed
the main guys. That was his right hand men in that whole deal was small hats. He was a small hat, and his main guys in that deal was small hats.
And they learned how to the hologram. They learned how to the torture techniques from studying how America tortured and unalived the guy, so-called Native American.
Then they got pictures of I ain't gonna say his name, Mister. I'm gonna call him Mister. They got pictures of him standing next to small hats, smiling and shit, man. Taking pictures, man, with little girls and shit, flicking up.
Even on his resorts, even on his resorts, you know, he had theaters, movies, schools. You know, his resorts was actually he was taking care of them.
It's just the biggest. And see what the Lord is about to realize. It's this whole small hat deal. This whole state of Israel is the biggest hoax that the fucking earth has ever fucking seen.
And lots of people, it's just difficult. Many, the world community knows this. Like the world, matter of fact, you can cue up some, well, we never did play that. But the world community is onto that. And the problem, the only issue is that the very people that are committing this fraud, they own almost all of the media. So they keep this information out of the mainstream. But on the revenues of information that they can't control,
it's out there.
It's out there.
Yep.
That's right. You want me to play?
Yeah, you can play a little bit of it because, you know.
I'm going to play this. This is a snippet of Esau blaming Esau that they're Esau.
Esau/Edom represent today and what will happen to them in the end time.
And hold on, I'm gonna bring it up to the screen. It's on a channel called Unfiltered Truth. Someone's gonna ask. All right. Or no, that's what it's, and it is called nomorenews.org. All right. You see that? nomorenews.org. All right, and it reads, white people, including the J-Wish people, stay running from the fact that they're Edomites. So they're pointing fingers back and forth at each other. It's over for them. They've lost. But here we go.
Have you seen this video?
Come on, man.
What does Esau/Edom represent today, and what will happen to them in the end times?
Oh, that's really easy. So, Edom is Christendom. It is the implacable enemy of the Jewish people.
The concept of Esau as
Second, Rabbi.
as Edom and as Rome was changed, transformed into a religion. So therefore, any nation that has that religion can be considered Esau. So therefore, it's not one nation, it's not 2,000 years, whatever. But it is a religion, and any nation that has that religion predominantly, it's called Esau. Christianity, of course, ultimately became Western civilization. So Esau today is really Western civilization. The Western civilization is basically Russia.
The EU and NATO.
Therefore, that is considered
and America.
Esau.
Esau became Edom, who became the Roman Empire.
Third, Rabbi.
Metamorphosed into the Christian Empire, which became Christian civilization, which is now represented by the United States of America. Will suffer a crushing, humiliating defeat.
Yes. Fifth, Rabbi.
Everything that's wicked in the world, and it's the Edom, Esau is Edom. It's the final kingdom of the four kingdoms. It's the greatest, most implacable enemy of the Jewish people. So we have a whole book devoted to the destruction of Edom at the end of the days. This is
Wow.
in traditional Jewish thinking.
Where you at, vocab?
It's a morphing kingdom. It's unlike the previous kingdoms. It begins as Rome, and then it morphs, becomes Christian in the 4th century, and then it divides and divides and divides.
Edom includes
Sixth, Rabbi.
the United States of America. It's the Roman Empire that was never destroyed.
Edom becomes America. Why?
Seventh.
America is Edom, after all.
Esau, on modern day terms, is really basically, so one of them is America. But for those of you who understand that Italy is the seat of the Roman Empire, of Edom, even though Edom is scattered, many other nations today that speak Latin languages that have some of the Roman Empire, including America. And they are first. So Edom is everywhere. The United States of America is also part of Edom.
Ooh.
Which includes all of America.
A female cantor.
In the Western Quarter, who becomes the children of Esau. All of a sudden, it shifts now. And we talk about Galut Edom as who? As Rome, and eventually Western civilization.
Oui.
Edomites are the descendants of Edom, who is also known as Esau, Jacob's evil twin.
Wow.
Jacob's evil twin, huh?
The whole European to the entire Christian world. That is who is the symbol for the nations. Nations of love.
Rome is the last empire of the four empires that subjugated the Jewish people. Edom, Rome is the worst of all. And Edom is going to be destroyed. We have entire books in Tanakh.
But I have to pause it now. Try to.
That's enough,
This just
brother. I mean, but it just went on and
like
on.
the 15th
Like I said, it was
rabbi.
almost 25 different rabbis, that, and plus one female. He had a female cantor. And they all were pretty much saying the same thing, that white Christianity is Edom, that America is the offshoot, the end result of the last of the Roman Empire, and that the Roman Empire was Edom. So it's no more ducking and dodging that. And then for Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, to get on TV and say, remember what Amalek, you Amalek, fool. You know? So all these lies are coming tumbling down. And that's what he a clown. This shit is crazy. But that video went hard, man. They removed it. As soon as I uploaded my video, a few hours later, this video was gone. All right? And like I said, they going to eventually get this one. I know they are.
Hot potato.
So they definitely going to hit this video. So that channel going to be down for a while.
I got it.
It's fine. It was recorded before the Holy Angels, man.
I've got a scripture because, like you said, they want to talk about these people in vocab and how they want to duck it, and they not this, and now they pointing fingers.
Like vocab, where you at, man?
Right.
Mrs. Esau's done away with. Well, not according to these rabbis, which supposedly Christianity in America is supporting.
That dumbass dude who really just needs to report the news and put the Bible down. The Florida Marquis, man, bro, just report the events, put the Bible down. Okay, Patriot Nurse, report the events, put the Bible down. Lisa Haven, report the news, put the Bible down.
Right.
You know, Christopher Green, report the news, put the Bible down. The Bible is not for you. You guys do not understand the Bible. All right, the rabbis, you supporting Christianity, and these rabbis despise Christianity. They despise white people. They just let you know, and they're telling you that you eat them. And the funny part is that they're eat them too.
God,
They'll say, "Oh, he's a goyim."
You know,
right.
All y'all some goddamn heathens, and y'all gonna lick the dust off these boots.
Yeah, trying to control the narrative, man. All right, just like Salaki Pops,
cool.
We just gotta say it real quick, man. How all this information is coming out of what's really happening in Gaza, and you even had Israelis were over there. They were over there, going against their government, protesting Benjamin Netanyahu, not a JWO. All right, they were over there protesting, constantly. So then what did they do? They said, okay, y'all want to protest? We're going to open up the borders and let Hamas come through. And that's pretty much what they did. And that's what the Israeli citizens are saying. All right, they're saying that. And they really try to put a cap on all the videos where these people are speaking out about what they saw and what they experienced. And the lady said, no, it wasn't Hamas shooting us. It was Israeli soldiers shooting us because they basically what do y'all go? They did a long shanks move. All right, because what she said is that they had us hostage inside of the buildings inside the Jewish quarter. I mean inside the Palestinian quarters, and that the commander ordered the IDF to fire on them. Damn. All right, and so it really became one of those. But and all his men are like, but our people in there, and he's well, we'll get their men too. That was all right. And then I'm like, Esau, a piece of shit. Because the woman said they hold me hostage, and next thing you know, I'm thinking they're about to negotiate for me to get loose. And instead of that, my own people started shooting at us. Wow. So that's what they said.
That's right. And then you got I was just mentioning the fact that everybody got a goddamn cell phone, and over there, everybody's putting this shit out on because they're happening right now, and they what's the first thing you see some big ass shit? Everybody's phones are coming out and recording.
Yeah. So when a lot of footage of all them damn Jakes that just got shot up at the Halloween party, all them damn nigga women on the ground, broken nails,
kids at home with a shitty diaper.
Man, I can't wait.
Kids at home with a fucking shitty look. I went to the fucking Dollar Tree, just a short confession. I'm gonna let the elders get it, pause. But this is what he's saying. They got shot up at a fucking party. I went to the Dollar Tree, and every single kid in there was definitely under 9 years old, and it was 5 of them in there, man. Wow. And it was dark outside, like right before they closed, and some old man had to come in the front. Some older Jake said, "Who the fuck kids are these?" And they were standing on the microphone, and they all just ran out. That's black bitches at that fucking party. Go ahead, brother.
That's it.
That's crazy, right?
Just come over there on 79th on the east side. See all that same marriage.
On the weed side.
On the side.
On the weed side.
On the weed side.
And the gay side, because half the motherfuckers over there, them too.
Yep.
On the Mo side?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Man,
it's horrible over there. That's the reason why I don't. Anyway, we on Amalek right now.
Right.
Hey, but he created that.
He did.
Just like the Elder Malcolm brought out on the line, talking about some the lady. I brought it up in the lesson earlier. Talking about the biggest threat is the African American boys.
Yeah, we just mentioned that.
Look. We a threat because we got the truth, but outside of that, everybody else niggas. And who created those niggas?
Esau. Yeah, it's their policy that created the modern day nigga.
Yeah, look, niggas was, cause rapping about, some niggas rapping about that shit, but niggas was rapping about all type of stuff, man.
They was rapping about their tennis shoes. Yeah. They was rapping about the party.
Yep, a lot of shit was party.
And then Isef he pushed
gangster.
that gangster shit.
Yep, he had a
He pushed all that pussy popping, booty popping shit.
Busy Bone,
You know, all that lyrical pornography, that Luke Skywalker shit. Pop that pussy, yeah.
Oh, and he just saw his daughter because she a stripper.
You know, then he just saw his daughter. Right, she grew up listening to you rap about popping pussy.
Okay, Daddy, I can do that.
Okay, and now you know,
niggas, man, because they know that shit wicked. They get paid to do that. See, Uncle Luke is he's a handler, because a lot of these football players they get to the NFL through Uncle Luke in South Florida.
That's wild.
Yeah, they're a gatekeeper. All right, and but
Right.
what's the Busy Bone? What a crazy
Yeah,
bone.
I was just about to mention
They
that.
mentioned that fucking meeting they had, man, where Esau came and look, this is the direction we're going with it, and now all they produce is gangster rap and sexy red booty hole.
He was just on his deathbed a week ago.
Yeah.
So coincidentally, he brought that out. Now he's on his fucking deathbed right now.
Right now, and that's the spirit. 'Cause I
And
was-
out of all the bones,
Luke is?
no, Crazy Bone.
Oh,
Crazy
damn.
That's what the brother.
He keep mentioning that.
He keep bringing that out,
Yeah.
and they gave him one of them sticks.
One of them
Yeah, they shut. Yeah, they trying to
icked
shut
him
him
up.
up.
They icked him up.
All right, it's just like all these people who took the UDIG is constantly sick and dropping left and right, and they're trying to keep that quiet too.
Yeah, Leor said, which is the Jewish dude. He
Leor
said it
Cohen.
on, he said it on Breakfast Club. It was like, well, they asked him about the music that he promoted and pushed out. He said, well, I want to get paid. I got children.
I got mouths to feed.
I got mouths to feed.
That's
Right,
it.
he
That's
said.
what
So
he
the
does.
Jewish was like, yeah, of course I'm sabotaging y'all shit. I'm getting paid off this shit.
Nigga. And I mean, so many, it's in the 80s and the 90s, the conscious movement, like I saw the one video I was watching some point ago, every rapper was talking about something conscious. Next thing you know,
I sent you that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
And
man.
they had the emblems of
Yeah, the early 90s.
Africa, the black
That
fist,
Bombada shit, which is more idolatry.
Look, they promoted that shit too. They just couldn't let it explode because you got niggas like KRS-One talking about we the Israelites.
That's what I'm
Right.
That's what they killed.
That's when they killed him.
That's the type. That's the type
because
of hip hop that they killed.
They didn't care about African Bambaataa. Hey, look, they what's Detroit Motown? Hey, who run that too? You think some niggas ran that shit?
It's always easy.
They pushed that. They pushed the same shit. They pushed party, do drugs. Yeah, Cadillac Records pushed drugs, party. They the women was taking the gospel music and making it into sexual shit. That's how you can promote it, man. It's like even with the Northern Kingdom, they did that with Selena. They made her to a little slut. Her father wasn't. Well, who wasn't her father? Wasn't fucking with her.
Yep.
They made her to a little fucking slut.
Yeah, they just she had that high power body, and they
Oh yeah.
you know, and they used it to the max. You
That's
know,
it.
They
had her constantly shaking her ass and twisting her hips.
The washing machine.
That's it.
The washing machine.
You know, that go to show you that he's that red horse that take. He's that red horse that take peace from the earth, man. Because that's another way you drive up the murder rate, man. Adultery, man. It all goes hand in hand. It says some grieved, another grieved another by adultery.
Yeah, it says it rained in all men without exception. Yep, Wisdom of Solomon 14. It said without exception. It says adultery, disorder in marriages, changing of guys.
Yeah.
All right, murders, disquieting one another, forgetful of good terms. That's all we see out here. All right, that's why what they promote, run off on the plug twice. Of course, we know that traffic shit is wicked.
Back door.
But they talk to the back door. This nigga help you out, and your thing is to rob him.
Wait till y'all both come up just to go find this nigga and kill him.
Yeah.
That's wicked as hell, man.
What? So they gonna do the dirt. So they gonna do the dirt together.
Yeah.
And now that you came up, you trust me, I'm gonna do the dirt.
That's like the Joker.
That's like
He plays the Joker.
Yeah.
Well, my job was to kill the security alarm guy. My job was to kill the guy that opens the vault.
Right.
Or was your job to kill me?
Hey,
Yeah.
No, I'm here to kill the driver.
Hey,
The Joker the whole time.
that's why when you look at it too, that's why niggas like Scarface so much. Because Scarface was a fucking scumbag.
Yep.
He ain't had no honor. He came up and what he do? He went after
Sosa put him on.
he put him on, and then the man that put him on, he went after his woman and killed him, and all that came from it.
Yep, that's true.
His Scarface was a fucking scumbag. You know what I mean?
That was Frank though. That was Frank.
It was Frank he did.
Frank. And
Niggas love
basically his
niggas,
best
you know what I
friend,
mean?
he murdered his best friend for marrying his fucking
Because he was hot for his own
hot
bitch.
for his
He
own
was hot
own
for his
sister.
sister.
Yeah,
But show you, and niggas big up Scarface. Well, really, Scarface, he was in love with his fucking sister, and he was what you would call a back door.
He was a
He was
dishonorable
emotional.
man.
He was
Yeah,
dishonorable as hell.
Hey,
And that's why the scriptures say, "Yeah, your father, the devil, and the lust of your father, ye will do."
That's
And
why
you-
Frank White was better.
Like he had honor. These niggas ain't got no honor, man.
Hey,
You know.
And at the end of the movie, she like, "What you want me this bad?"
That's
He said,
cold.
like, "You want me now? What you
I
want me?"
always thought about it.
She started saying that because he how he was just acting to her like
He was fucking
goddamn.
sister.
See, but
fuck me
going
or
back to Esau
Yeah.
and this vibration that he pushes is well, a historian recently on one of them documentaries said every kingdom has approximately 200 to 250 years to rule, and one of the major
the Bakri at the end of it.
downfalls of that kingdom toward the end is the changing of genders and the changing of
The
sexual
debauchery.
the
Yep,
sexual
debauchery.
debauchery. Yeah. So this is all a telltale sign. Everywhere Esau go, he makes niggas.
Yeah, because
All right.
when
Wow.
Rome fell, and it's funny, we're looking at
Yep.
the ruins of ancient Rome and its beginnings. It's
As a wall.
Petra,
Yeah,
right?
that's the
But
mountain.
when Rome fell, the same shit was going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in Pompeii, it was just all kind of weird sexual debauchery. They would have sex with children, with animals, orgies, and a lot of blood. You know, the just like now the gladiators. I actually turned on the TV today and watched some Muay Thai, and then I was looking at Ramadan Stadium. You know, that's like the mecca of Muay Thai.
Right.
And realized when you looked at Ramadan from overhead, it looked like the damn Coliseum.
Mm.
And that's all was niggas, and niggas was getting knocked out left and right. Perfect. Elbows, shin kicks to the head. It was brutal. Yeah, they just throw you on a damn cart and pull you out. The next fighter's in the ring before you even
Before you clear the ring,
You
huh?
wipe the mat down and stain the good.
Yeah. So combat sport is it's very, very popular. All right.
They got so many genres of it. You got the 3v3, you got the slap shit. They got all type of stuff.
Which is the stupidest shit I ever seen.
Car
Right,
jiu-jitsu.
you know, all right.
Car
You
jiu-jitsu.
still got that the hot gates
jiu-jitsu.
at the Monopoly at 5-on-5.
Yeah.
You know, and now they even got 5-on-5 grappling.
What?
You know, so well, what they do is when the 5-on-5 is a narrow ring, and they call it the hot gates. You know, they're trying to imitate Jake. And basically, the first two guys go out and fight, and whoever wins, he stays in until somebody takes him out. So it's an endurance.
Survival.
It's right. So if your guy, one guy sometimes will take out 2 or 3 fighters, and next thing you know, it's 2 guys against 4 fresh guys.
That's
so.
See, but that's wrong. It's the bread and circus.
And they do it with grappling too.
When they when Esau Edom knows that shit is going out of hand, he needs to control the narrative.
And it's got people like he said that's raw as fuck. All right, because they got the grappling thing, you know. So the same thing. The guy goes out there and he submits 3 guys, you know, or he submits 2 and then he gives the third guy a hard fight. So when the fresh guy comes in, the guy so tired he submits him quick.
Right.
All right. Then next thing you know, it's one guy got to fight everybody that's left. You know, of course he ain't gonna survive. Every now and then someone will do it, but it's so rare though.
Right. See, but those are the bread and circuses, the war. Every time Amalek is going down, every time Esau is getting broke, because all he does is go into the credit, the debt, the Abayat that you brought up the other day. That's
like the movie Condemned.
Yes.
I watched Condemned today after I did my lesson. Matter of fact, I used a clip from it because I was watching Condemned and realized, goddamn, this is where they got the idea from the Purge movies from. Right? And that was a scene with and that dude, I'm 100% sure that what's the wrestler dude?
Batista?
No, not him. The John 3:16 dude.
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin is a nigga. That
yeah.
Steve Austin is an Israelite, man. Ain't no doubt in my mind. But I'm watching. I'm watching him, and, you know, and they wanted him to play this game. What they did was this dude, this eccentric billionaire or millionaire, He took 10 inmates, death row inmates from around the world, from different hotspots. All right, he was trying to get one from every continent so everybody would
Be represented.
and basically so that everybody would tune in, charge $50 to get on the internet to watch it. And basically it was a death match. And he promised that whoever survived, they all had a bomb attached to their leg. All right, which you could pull somebody sing and activate their bomb.
Damn.
All right. And that's exactly it. And they were trying. The next thing you know, when after the first person died, the dude looked over at the guy and he was like, "What?" He said, 12 million people just signed up. So he was like, I want to do Super Bowl numbers, and so more people just want to watch these live death matches. And then he looked at Steve Austin's sheet and he was like, "Man, your rap sheet is too clean,"
Yeah.
And because what he was is that he was really a soldier on the side and he got caught, so the nation couldn't
claim him.
and basically they were waiting to go get him later on, but they never got a chance to because he got snatched up and put in his shit. So the dude said, and so he had some smart ass Steve Austin shit to say to the guy, and so the guy was like, "Hey, make me up a rap sheet for this guy." I said, he's a KKK member, he's a racist. Yeah, what else? Yeah, he bombed the Baptist church and killed a bunch of black people. Then he went over to Malaysia and he bombed. No, he went down to South America and he killed a bunch of people in South America. He bombed the place down there too. All right, with a bunch of retards and slow kids. Yeah, let's put that out. And so that became just to make. So I was like, God damn, these people control the narrative, and then I did a whole lesson on it. But Esau is just wicked as fuck. Then he controls the narrative and makes himself the good guy.
Right.
All right. And then makes you Amalek.
That's Sirach when he says, "I'll never trust thine enemy," and never put a bond because he's going to take your place.
And Revelation 2 and 10.
Well, it also says he wet his tongue like a sword. He uses, or he even has a term. He says, "The pen
is mightier than the sword."
Because he wrote out right.
Yeah.
So he wrote this false bio on this guy that he did all this shit just so people would hate him and to get views on him.
Oh, Running Man, the movie Running Man.
Same deal, man.
It's true. Say he the anointed chariot that covered. And dude's anointed. This is his thing.
This is what he do.
He's the perfect fucking devil.
He say he's big of a lie.
Yeah, he said you're what I say you are, and that's what we're dealing with. So we're looking at and then they'll call you an anti something, when you put out the fact that JOO's, Facebook, every damn book, YouTube, only thing they really don't control and own is TikTok. All right, but all the Twitter, Instagram,
so much madness.
You gotta go. Go ahead.
I got your Revelations 2 and 10.
Bring out what you got first, and then bring out that.
All right, this is because the brother was going into when we get that land back, we're gonna have the abundance of the land. All right, so this is a two-part. This is Joel 2. I'm gonna start with 18, then I'm gonna jump to the top. Then said Yahweh, I saw it. Then will Yahweh be jealous for his land and pity his people? Yea, Yahweh will answer and say unto his people, Behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye should be satisfied therewith. And I will no more make you reproach amongst the heathen. Right? That only fits Jake.
It ain't fit those people. They ain't got the food over there now.
Exactly. Because that land is desolate. So when Israel gets that land, they're going to be prosperous on a spiritual level, in a physical level. Right? So now let me jump to the top. This is Joel 2, because when Israel set in that land, it's not going to be no nukes like the brother was going into. They ain't going to learn war no more, right? So Joel 2, we all know, talks about the ICBMs, and it goes into detail. So this is verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
That hasn't happened yet.
As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, that have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it. So we know this ain't talking about angels, because the angels are always going to be around. We know it's not talking about an actual physical army as far as people. So what is it talking about? It's talking about nukes, because the only other thing that's not going to be around, it says, shall be any more, neither shall be any more after it. So after this war, ain't gonna be no weapons like this.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no ICBMs and all these weapons. You know, who the Lord blessed Esau with the sword. None of this shit is gonna be around. It says even for years and generations. So that means you're not the people, because when the people do get over there, the Israelites, starting with the elect, all right, when they sit on the throne, nigga, what nuke? All right, Isaiah says what? We're gonna fucking take your tanks, your fucking horsemen, all that. We're gonna crumple that shit. You ain't gonna know how to fucking war when we done. Nor would you build any other fucking weapon to destroy the earth.
Yeah, it says they shall burn the chariots. They're gonna burn all those weapons of war because it's not needed no more, man. See, the thing is, Yahweh Shai is the Prince of Peace, man. And it says, when Israel dwell in safety alone, shall you not know it?
Well, he bring the hell of war though. First.
I haven't seen a man come back in the cloud. He ain't left the sword. All the from his breath came the fire, the nostrils. Esau, you didn't do that. So wait the people. So I know it's the people when Yahweh Shai cracked those clouds, destroyed, Isaiah 63rd, Isaiah the 63rd chapter, and then Second Ezra the 13th chapter. When Yahweh Shai does that, it's going to be automatic who the people of the Lord is.
Well, you know what? Esau, the nature of Esau, Edom, he's just going to be in denial to the end, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's gonna lie. Esau's gonna lie until the sword gets put to him.
That's right.
Until he's gonna get proved. Well, he's gonna get shamed and proven wrong. All right, and then he's just gonna scoff until he's dead.
Yeah, you want made a good point. Where is King David?
Again.
Where's King David? You know, that's a promise of the Lord. You have quote the Bible to mention as well with Amalek forever, which is a very true prophecy. That's why you hate us and we hate your ass, all right? Because you are Amalek. Specifically, you J-double-O's, right?
Yeah.
But so you know that's true, which means King David will reign, get his throne. His son will have his throne forever as well, man.
Yeah.
So where is King David? And it says that we should dwell for a moment without ephod, without a priest, without a king. But we would get that back. So we get our land back, we get our king back.
That's right.
Yeah.
We get our government back.
And the rulership of all.
That's true, because in Isaiah it talks about us losing the orator, the wise men, but then I believe the first chapter talks about when we get those things back.
All back.
So where's the elite class? Why is it just not a Jew? What about the order of the prophets that should be there, man?
Where the other 11 tribes?
Right, yeah, but other 11 tribes. That's a great point.
Right.
That's an easy one.
Ain't nobody singing.
I'm looking for the 12 gates. I'm looking for the 12 gates with all the stones. You know that's one of my favorite scriptures in the whole Bible.
The pearly gates.
So I want to see the pearls. I want to see every layer. I want to see all those precious stones. I want to see the golden streets. I want to see all like that.
Hey, because that was the lie, right? That when they were going through the Industrial Revolution, everybody was coming over here talking about the streets are paved with gold. Found out, nigga, it was just concrete, nigga. All right, okay.
And still, I heard before
Yeah.
a couple years back when I used to do Lip and Duber before these wicked ass motherfuckers put me off the platform for no reason. Fuck y'all. One of them would say they literally thought they said it out of their mouth, but I really thought the streets were paved with gold because it got said so much over there that motherfuckers think that it's
I'm gonna come up here and
literally
tell us the
gold
street.
over here.
I'm
They
telling
come over here and find
you.
out it's potholes and shit.
Hey,
I'm going to say one day we're gonna go to America
And tell them some
through
streets.
the streets of gold. They finally get here. What the fuck is this?
In Second Ezra, the Lord let Ezra see the kingdom. He said, as much as your eyes is able to see, the Lord let Ezra see the kingdom. He said, as much as your eyes is able to see in this little period of time, that I'm gonna let you see it. He ain't see a Palestinian get blowed up, man. All right, man. Okay. He ain't see that shit, man. All right, and another thing in scripture says this kingdom shall break in pieces and bruise. It said it will break in pieces and consume all these other kingdoms. When the kingdom of heaven is when it comes down, which is the 144 coming down out of the heavens, they're gonna slaughter all the fucking put like this. You got because the elder just played some clips of some fucking rabbis who don't agree with what a lot of you fucking people are saying. Okay,
They definitely don't agree with vocab Malone.
Definitely don't agree with you, Christian.
He ain't got nothing to say back to him.
But he ain't got nothing to say See, that's what I'm saying. Why vocab is not attacking these rabbis, telling them how they wrong and that Esau is not away with?
Because
They want to set them up.
The rabbis are calling vocab Esau.
So we gonna go into the kingdom, right? All right, the Lord came back. We got King David. We come all the way to the kingdom just to disagree, argue with each other. You don't even agree, and you got other so-called rabbis and small hats that are saying that are protesting even the existence of your fucking state.
Yeah.
They like, you motherfuckers are listen. We're supposed to be in exile right now. You got a lot of them are saying that. They like, look, we're standing with the Palestinians because we're not supposed to be there according to the Torah. They understand it.
It's because that division, because you got the rabbis are following the Talmud.
Yeah.
You got the Messianic Jews, and you got the other one. It says y'all through, man.
It's a bunch of vomit, and it's filth. And what the Lord is about to do, He's about to clean it up. See, I'm gonna quote it again. When Jerusalem dwells safely, you gonna fucking know it, man.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna know it because guess what? You're gonna be building it.
That's right.
That's
The Lord
right.
about to sweep you heathens like a broom, cuz.
That's right.
Sweep y'all right up. Go ahead, brother.
Because this prophecy got to come to pass too. It hasn't came yet, and it's going to happen to you damn devils. This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, when y'all slaughtering us. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy should he be that rewarded thee as thou served us, because we're going to have to get double of that cup. And happy should he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone. And we're going to be smashing your children in the kingdom of heaven. That's going to happen to you, man. You're going to get a harsh slavery and 1,000 years of it, and then you're going to be exterminated after the end of it.
Right? It said we're gonna be. It says as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. You don't got nobody in slavery. The law's not going forth for Jerusalem. All right, you blowing up kids, but you ain't dashing them against a stone. All right, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a certain kind of kids. You know, it ain't everybody. Listen, man, everybody's going into slavery. It says the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. And the funny thing about it, it's so hilarious. You got this Benjamin nigga, not a Jew. Nigga, you're not a Jew. All right, basically saying that these Ishmaelites, Amalek, they never lost their history. Okay, I can see, like the elder said earlier, it wasn't only till so long ago that they even claimed that they were the real people. First, they was admitting that they were converts, but all of a sudden they said, "Oh, nobody's looking."
Yeah, it's like the lady. Well, nobody has stepped up.
Nobody. It is me. Yeah, it's my car.
They get a nigga. Nigga with that.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody else saying, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
And then Ishmael, that whole little shit smell, right? When Ishmael, that Kabbalah stone, whatever it is, they cobblestone. They say that's Abraham's house, and they all look. It's a house. You can go in that motherfucker. So
It's
they actually,
but
you on the side of on the outside. So they actually say the history of that Abraham is their forefather, and that's why they make that pilgrimage back to
There's so many stories on that shit because they say that was the stone that fell from
No,
they don't know what's inside.
Ishmael showed me a picture of them going inside. It's a house.
And
that's what Abraham. They say that's what Abraham was.
And you Ishmaelites, man, you're not gonna be able to hide behind Abraham, man, because Abraham, he ain't got nothing to do with you, man. He don't want nothing to do with
We
you.
already told you that in Galatians. You got put by, man.
Right.
Somebody should get that real quick.
I got a scripture while you get there.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all them that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this is also vanity and vexation of spirit. People didn't end. You still here. You still under. You still ruling. You still got all this stuff going. Like you said, you had the Roman Colosseum looking like old Rome, and the government buildings here in America now. And you want to say y'all not it?
Well, you can go down Lake Shore where the Bears play at
And it looks like
it's a fucking Coliseum. It's exactly what it is.
I showed y'all that one day. I said we riding down the left. And look at that. It looked like a Roman Coliseum with a fucking chair on the top.
You got the pillars and everything.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Esau can't change his spirit at the end of the day. He is what he is. He's going to do what he's going to do.
Break it route.
Right. And look, Daniel 12:13. People standing their lots at the last.
Yeah, he's a tool, man. He's a he said he that smote the earth, smote the nations in anger with a continual stroke. Oh, the Lord called him a hammer of the earth, man. Yeah. When that one dude, I don't know if that was General Petraeus, but he was basically saying it's like, yeah, we're gonna invade Iraq. He's like, what the fuck for? He dude was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He's like, well, it looks like if we're hammered, then every problem has to look like it did. Right. So it's like, look, we just finna accomplish what the scripture says, when thou cease to spoil, then thou shalt be spoiled. And that's where the fuck we're at right now, man. Because these people are saying when you foot invade Gaza, you're gonna have a fucking big problem, man. Because you're gonna have insurgents, man. You're gonna have people coming in, and the motherfuckers is ready for your ass.
They already fucked up because you got the second of the 16. He says, when the dragons have raised to remember themselves.
Yeah.
Right now, you got Iran, you got Iraq, you got all of them saying, leave them motherfuckers alone. We fuck with these motherfuckers. We fucking y'all up. We could be in it. And Russia's already a guard to them. The hooks are already in there. This is pulling in. This is just getting started. The Israelis that keep saying like it was another article I seen with the one black reporter interviewing one of the heads. And it just kept backing them into a corner. It's like, well, you're doing a collective punishment against the people who Hamas. I mean, the Palestinians ain't got shit to do with Hamas. And you say until they Hamas humbles down, they gonna keep fucking the people up too. It's just so nasty and so messy. It's done, Esau. Because you got the Lord says, look when he said, look at part of the signs, and you'll know when the Most High is about to visit the earth that He made. Right now, from the finances, all this is overshadowing the fact that America's still going broke. Yeah. The dollar's worth of shit. Yeah. All right. The next thing that's going to happen is the M to the O to the T to the motherfucking B. Because before there can be a World War III, it's got to be a furtherance of the C to the H to the I to the motherfucking P. That's right. All right. Yeah. So everything is so hot and going on right now in every single way. I pray that the Lord make this a dark motherfucking winter so we get the fuck up out of this motherfucking place.
Yes, right. Benjamin Netanyahu, because this one dude, he basically said, Benjamin Netanyahu, you've done something that nobody has ever been able to do, and that's to unite the entire Muslim world, man. So the entire Muslim world is about to be united against you. And you are way outgunned and way outnumbered, man.
Arabian, no. Niggas flying in on fucking Nazi carpet, bro, dirty as fuck. With the big ass swords and a monkey. I ain't crying over no fucking camel jockey getting bombed. Fuck y'all.
And like I said, don't put us with that Wi-Fi bullshit, fighting no Palestinians. Fuck you, Palestine. Fuck you, Israel. Fuck you, heathens. And fuck you, 2/3. We don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, we don't care about all that.
That's it.
All we care about is the truth. And the Lord is coming to get us and clear up all His mess. Did you get that one? Yes. That's the one. That's the one.
Okay, you want me to start off with that one?
Yeah. That's the one.
Kind of about to click on this one and start this one right here. We got a couple of videos
because you can see that same sentiment. The world is on to Amalek and these Edomites,
and they don't like it.
And they don't like it, man. They don't. That's why every other thing it's okay to be white.
Why?
Because they don't like the fact that their history and the truth about what they've done and how they got what they got is coming out. White trash. I don't want my child, but go ahead, turn it up. Put their ass on blast.
So there's this perception in the media that has been portrayed for decades, and that goes as follows. Israel, this sort of homeland for Jewish people that is this refuge for people that have been oppressed and abused over the ages, is just trying to secure itself from this band of Arab terrorists that surround it. And that they are the good guys, that all they're trying to do is to live their lives in peace. And they are constantly being bombarded and attacked by either terrorists or others. And that narrative is now breaking apart because people are seeing for themselves, finally, the brutality and the mean-spiritedness and the ethnocentrism of a regime that doesn't care about anyone other than their own people. In fact, within their own country, they tend to marginalize those who are non-Jewish. And what this manifests as, and has been going on for 75 plus years, is dispossessing people of their land, brutalizing them through occupation, blockading them in so that nothing can come in or out without the say of the occupier. We're seeing it right now with the ability of Israel to cut off water, food, fuel, and electricity. And some people would think, well, why don't they supply it for themselves? Well, the point is Israel does not allow into Gaza the very materials and equipment necessary for Palestinians to build their own facilities. So Israel has complete control. You have to understand the nature of the people that we're talking about here. Not all the people in Israel think or behave like this. That's a really important distinction. But there are groups of hardliners and hardline settlers who don't see the other as having any value whatsoever. These people have been brutalizing Palestinians for 75 years in both the occupied West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem. It is a brutal apartheid arrangement that subjugates an entire other people to humiliation, mistreatment, murder, displacement, destruction of their crops, cement being poured into their water wells, total harassment, being shot by snipers. It goes on and on and on. So for those who think that somehow there's going to be a ceasefire or that Israel's going to back off, don't bank on it. These people are brutal Zionists.
Perfect. All right, so you have a truck pull up and dump cement down the water well when they drink water. These people are really, really cruel, man. And another thing too is that this has also come out. I think this guy may have released that information too. The same guy, that there Israeli citizens who come with videos of what's really happening or speak against the Israeli government are being jailed. All right, they're putting them straight in prison. If you speak against, and that legislation, you know, that's what they're trying to move to here as well throughout the West. But that's what they're doing to Israeli citizens who point out the fact of different atrocities, or they come with some footage from their cell phone to show you what really happened. Those people are getting put in jail. All right, IDF is kicking in their door and dragging them off to prisons, calling them traitors and beating their asses and shit. All right. Yeah, because this was basically a lynch mob. There was a plane that left Tel Aviv fleeing all the violence that landed in Russia, and they said a lynch mob stormed the airport trying to get at those passengers from that plane. And here's the
They going right through security. Fuck security. TSA don't count.
No, these are Russians. You know, they got a whole different. Yeah, they trying to get back on the plane. You see that?
Yep.
They were trying to actually get. They were like, "Oh shit, close the door, get back on the plane." Fly away. So these people clearly are not dwelling in peace and safety alone. All right, and then where's the prophecy that you would go home and then get chased out of your land and flee to somewhere else?
I got a note to a flight 7,100.
Get this situation. This is unbelievable. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken contacted the government of Qatar, which is where Al Jazeera is headquartered, and told them to, quote, dial it back, the coverage in Gaza. Stop reporting. I mean, the arrogance of that. So obviously Al Jazeera did not stop. So, believe it or not, the Israeli government actually bombed the family of one of the Al Jazeera reporters and killed his wife and son and daughter. It's unbelievable. It's almost like something you couldn't make up. So this is what we're dealing with, this type of cruelty and just absolute, the opposite spelling of live. It's really horrible. Just why? This is just so bad. I just don't even have words to describe it.
You don't want to get into it with somebody who can send a drone to your address.
at the size of a mosquito.
I hope they pour more cement in the fucking hummus water. I hope they throw more motherfuckers. I'm glad this is the first time that these Jewish dudes are doing something right. Y'all need to bomb your motherfucker. And what that nigga say on people under the stairs? Blow their ass sky high, man. Bomb them Palestinians, bro. Because look, they talking about the water. There's a video. This is old. This is years old. Years. There's a video. It's a Native American woman. She has to fill up her truck with water. Yeah. And she does this voluntarily. Like she does it on her own. Fill up with water to take water to the reservations because the Gadites ain't getting no fucking water. Esau done put them in the fucking corner on the land they was here on first and don't give them no water. Nobody's reporting on that. That's right. This is known. What Flint, Michigan, everybody knew about the Flint shit. They didn't give a fuck about giving them niggas no water in. And what was outraged that
still ain't getting no water.
They sabotaged the dude who made free water out of the air and they fucked this machine up.
Yep.
To make sure that they don't got no free
Moses West Foundation. He's still going, you know. But that shit that's not getting recognition. He's doing this on his own.
The killing people in the Congo, they not reporting that. You know.
So fuck them damn Palestinians, man. Hey, this the first time. This not, you know, I'm starting to like you.
No.
I'm starting to like you, man. Yeah, go ahead and fuck them Amalekites.
Well, the more he does that, the more he goes against the Palestinians and kills those Ishmaelites, the faster the prophecies are going to push forward.
That's what we're looking for.
Because they're worried because what they're saying is that they were panicking. They said this thing in Gaza is going to bring Iran into it, and they're afraid that Turkey is going to come because Turkey has joined on with Iran.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey has joined on with the rest of the Arab world because Turkey, you know, even though Turkey are full of Amalekites too, they embrace Islam.
Yep.
All right. So Turkey is riding with yeah.
Don't be scared of Iran.
Even though they didn't know
them too, man.
Because personally, I see this picture, right? They put a picture of Erdogan, right, which is the head of Turkey, and they put it next to Hitler. And I'm like, this is the same motherfucker, bro. And it's crazy because they say that nigga, you know, he was
Mister.
Mister. You know, they say Mister was against the small hats, but if that's the case, then the Lord finna use him against you again. You know, and that's crazy how the Lord has that all set up because, like the elder said, a lot of you motherfuckers are Amalek, man. A lot of the motherfuckers are Amalek that's over there in Turkey, man.
Because
they got the strongest army too.
The tribe split. They split. When they went to, you know, because some of them that took on the whole, you know, the whole J-ish thing.
Right.
The other half followed Islam. All right, and they went and they occupied Turkey. So Turkey and Israel, and they're not that far apart either.
If I'm not mistaken, American bases getting attacked right now.
Yeah, they are. Yep. They are, and because America's went into Syria and attacked some Iranian band. And the funny thing is that America and Israel are basically breaking, you know, all sorts of
international
sovereignty
treaties
and international laws because they're not invited into Syria. Right? The Iranians and the Chinese and the Russians that are in Syria are in league with them. They're allies of theirs. So, you know, but they went into Syria and now, and vice versa, they have that now. So this shit is on, man. And don't forget that the dollar is man, you know, I bought a pack of gum the other day. It was $3 fucking, man.
Right? And it's trending on like TikTok and somebody seen it.
So this shit is about to blow, man.
They was talking about when did McChicken start costing, I think, $4, some shit.
$3.29.
Everybody posting the pictures online.
McChicken was $1.
Right. So this shit is about to crack, man. You gotta remember that America has to go to war because the dollar dies January 1st.
Let's go.
It dies January 1st. The digital thing kicks in, and you know what that's going to bring on the MOTV. But see, America, the world is about to go digital, and America is not the head of it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The American dollar is you know, it's going, what is it, $55 to
the brick?
To two bricks dollars or something like that? So you're going to have, no, I think it's to 2.
55 to 1.
So it's 55 to 1. So basically, okay, well, 55 to 1. So that means if you got 110 American dollars, you only got $2 in bricks money. So America instantly becomes a third world country on January 1st. And that's less than This shit about to crack. It's about to go, man.
That's
and everything's on the edge, man. So all of it's about to go down, man. And I know it because it's definitely looking like I'm about to win this thing. So, like, you know.
You always say it. When you get it, it ain't gonna be
When
right.
I get it, it won't matter because it ain't gonna be right here. That's like I'm gonna have a month to drive, and then you know, and shit ain't gonna matter no more. Scripture, brother. These be the last two.
I had a quick two. This is Mark 3:24. I'll start 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And like what we're seeing here with Amalek versus Ishmael versus Amalek, but they call each other.
And then Amalek versus Esau.
And then Amalek versus Esau.
Rabbis are attacking Christianity.
Amalek versus Amalek. When you Google Netanyahu saying that shit about Amalek, there's a lot of Jewish dudes talking about they don't agree with what he's doing. Right. Yeah, them Israelis, they don't even agree with this shit.
Yep.
You know, he saw you fucked up. This is what you did. You were so busy in the angel of light. You got some of your own people really believe in this bullshit, which they know they don't give a fuck. But it's been forced upon them. So I think they're humanitarians, man.
That's a strong delusion. And it says in Deuteronomy, thy enemy shall be found liars. You know what I mean? So
33:29.
They got it. I just had one more. This is
Right. One more quick point. That's the whole thing when it says they should complain of ungodly father. Not because they just against it, it says because they're reproached for his sake. They don't want to be blamed for it. They don't want to be reproached. Because they know that the world is watching. All right, we forgot this image that we got to keep. And now you're going to do this. Well, I don't want to be blamed for it. If you would have just been the devil that you are, you wouldn't have to worry about the image.
Exactly. Now he's got to worry about his clean image, which is why in the media they always find some news to put on that's negative with brown faces. Either the northern or the southern kingdom. All right, and because it's way more crime that's done by pale faces, but that crime they determine what's going to get put in the news.
Yeah, you know these Edomites don't care about the Palestinians, man. Look what happened at 911. Edom was fucking up the Ishmaelites in the area. If you was you couldn't go nowhere if you was in there.
And they was fucking up Elam and everything. Elam is like, I'm not fucking.
But because you put the one down,
right?
You know, back then it was a reproach. The internet wasn't going as hard on white guilt and shit like
Right.
that. Now the cameras are on, everybody's seeing it. Like they in the box.
And their history is being broadcast across the internet,
Right.
and sometimes in the classroom now.
Yep.
So because clearly, you know, you got little Edomite kids going home crying to their parents. They don't want to be white no more. You know,
Critical race
so
theory.
their children, their parents, are like, what the fuck you mean?
White,
right? Yeah.
White.
No manifest destiny. That shameful spewing.
I saw a little small head kid. This was years ago. I saw a little small head kid on the bus. I said, "Yeah, hey, tell you." I said, because I speak a little of that bullshit. Yeah, I'm like, I talk with He's like, yes. I said, yeah, tell your parents your time is almost up. Yeah, go home and tell them that, man. You know?
Go to me. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter Jeremiah 46. This is Jeremiah 46 and 27, and this just goes back to the prophecy. It says, "But fear you, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel, for behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return, and be in rest and at ease, and none shall make him afraid."
Damn.
And that is not what you see going on right now.
That's right.
Hey, who else got a goddamn it? You see red and blue lights, you ain't even getting chased. Motherfuckers after somebody else, your heart jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
You
You
see
right,
blood
you
pressure
shoot
going up.
up. You know what I mean?
The man.
Who else? Goddamn it! You know, go to the goddamn corner store and get mistaken identity gunned down by your brother,
Right.
or buy something. You know, hey,
Buy a nigga.
who buy a nigga?
Right,
We
it's
the
like
only
my
ones. Hey, when in Revelation it say when Yahweh shall return, he gonna wipe the tears from our eyes, man. Who the only ones that's crying right now? Who going through all this bullshit? I the elect. The elect.
Well, we're tired of it, but the water Yahweh Bashem Shai, all these people crying and going through it now, and I rejoice every day when I'm seeing these when I'm seeing these heathens homeless and broken. And I pray.
Oh, yeah.
I pray that they lose their health, their wealth, their families, their marriages break up. I pray calamities, and it's happening. And the Lord is allowing us to see it, man.
That's
We are
it.
literally,
Right.
we're literally watching our
The
enemies
downfall.
fall right before our faces.
Downfall right
So despite what they say and try to do to us, the Lord is on our side.
That's right.
We got one more.
This is Tobit 4:13. It says, now therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine. So like the brother said, all this lewdness is gonna bring on that fucking famine. Whether it be the people that are gonna receive judgment here, all right, because them Venezuelans are out here sleeping outside, and the temperatures are gonna dip to 32 this week. Yeah. So we're gonna see how glad they were they made it to America. When they're outside fucking freezing their ass off.
Yeah, the ones that didn't get it into the hotels and shit.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, they only put the agents in the hotels.
Yeah.
Right.
The people also got families.
Yeah, you're probably right. The families, because obviously right. They're probably putting the agents in the hotels. That makes absolute sense. Because right, they got to be comfortable. So when they get that call, they can shower up and go get
it done. That's right.
And get handed their, serial number, such, and fit the bayonet on it.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
They've been sending packages to these other. The government's been sending. The UN has been sending packages to whoever's housing them, and they got all of the shit right there.
Yeah, videos are popping up showing it.
They got a whole. They got, and the people scared to go into the stuff because they say don't go into the stuff when they go into them. They have weapons and shit. And weapons and cash, they're coming doing the Trojan horse from within. All right, that's why the Messiah's got you, motherfuckers, man. It's just a matter of time. That's on the flip side. That's why the Lord is speeding up, heating up with the men of the Lord and the camps, and why things are getting tight.
Lord killing scoffers.
Yes,
and it's all falling apart, man. And you women are about to get a rude awakening.
Yes.
This Jeremiah 30:7, because you said I've seen this happening. On all these curses is falling on these enemies, and the Lord Yahweh, thy Most High power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. That's why you're seeing their families breaking up, they going down the drain, they get messed up out here, they homeless, they begging for change, all of that, man. And you seeing a lot of them dot heads all over begging to change as well, man. They all out there, man.
Chinese too. You see it, you're starting to see. I've never seen Elam homeless. You're starting to see Elamite homeless.
Absolutely.
And you're starting to see a lot of Moabite homeless. Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praise, all honor, and glory to
Yahweh.
Kwam.